Alright, well the credits are rolling, and I have to say, they were right. The ending of that game freaking was horrible. I mean, they took a really cheap way out, in my opinion, with the ending of that game. I mean, I don't know. That ending was pretty horrible. That was terrible. He dies in a really cheap way, and why? I'm so confused why Roy Earl was giving the eulogy anyway. But aside from the ending, the game, I thought it was a pretty good game. There are things that they need to fix, in my opinion. There were things that didn't make a whole lot of sense. Honestly, the plot in general didn't make a whole lot of sense because, you know, why? Cole's character really was kind of weird, and it really wasn't believable in my thought. I mean, they had him, you know, cheat on his wife with Elsa, yet there at the end, Roy Earl was talking about how he was a good husband and all, wrongly accused when he accused her, and Cole never put up a fight. So, did he cheat on her? I guess he did, but I really have no idea. Because the ending was ambiguous from that standpoint. And if he did cheat, why? I mean, I thought the whole point of the game was, you know, playing as a good guy, Cole Phelps. And, you know, the only honest cop in all the corruption. Well, apparently, that's not the way it was. And honestly, when you finish the game, you really don't know what to think of Cole. I mean, you know, what kind of guy was he? Was he wrongly accused? Was he cheating on his wife? I don't know. The ending was ambiguous. So, I don't know, man. I mean, the game itself was good. It was a very weird game. It's hard to describe. The first half of the game is way different than the second half. And I think they may have tried to do a little bit too much here with the plot. I think having all this deep plot and stuff into Cole, I don't know if it was really necessary in this game. I think maybe if they had just left it the way it was, that you were just you know, an LA detective, you know, and doing the kind of stuff you did back with the homicide cases and all, then I think the game probably would have been better. But I don't know. I don't know what to think. It's strange. It's leaving me with a very weird feeling now that it's over. It's not, you know, it was a weird plot, and it was a pretty horrible ending, I have to say. They freaking, in my opinion, they copped out, and instead of writing what would happen to Cole after all of this, they just had him die in a very weird, random way that didn't make a whole lot of sense. Why was there water all of a sudden rushing through the thing? I don't know. Strange. Very strange, but I did like what they did. I thought the environment of the game was tremendously good. I thought that, you know, it was a good idea. It was certainly new and refreshing, which is good. But I don't know. As far as the deep plot and all behind the gameplay and that ending, I gotta say I wasn't too impressed. And to be honest, there were a little bit of flaws with some of the gameplay mechanics, like the investigation and stuff. Like, you weren't always sure what you could get away with, what you couldn't, what evidence, you know. The common sense, you know, logical answer wasn't always the right one, which to me didn't make a whole lot of sense. You know, sometimes you'd have a piece of evidence that would speak directly to, you know, the question or what the victim or the suspect was saying, and you would call him out on a lie and try to use the evidence, and you couldn't. And it didn't make a whole lot of sense. But here's all of these celebrities who performed on the game. There's a lot of them. But I mean, his wife, I just noticed that his wife wasn't even at the funeral, or kids, for that matter. Or at least if they were, he never showed them. You notice that? They didn't even show his wife and kids at his own funeral. Soundtrack was really amazing for this game, though. They did a really good job with the soundtrack. I'm wondering if can I skip this? No, of course not. Why would I be able to skip this? I have to freaking wait for all of this stuff. But anyway, that's it for LA Noire, except for the DLC that I got, the 2 exclusive cases that I got with the game that I'll not be able to play until the store's back. But anyway, there's LA Noire for you. Was it, bottom line, in my opinion, is it game of the year, like everybody said? I honestly don't think so. I think it was a good game, but I just don't think that, with the weird plot, the horrible ending, and some of the gameplay mechanics that weren't exactly the best, I don't think it's game of the year material. I still think games like Dead Space 2 and Portal 2 are more, more perfect games that really don't have hardly. I mean, Portal 2, there's for the, look at this, female pedestrian. For the most part, I mean, freaking Portal 2 had like nothing wrong with it for the most part. What the hell? Jesus. What are these names about? LA Noire score, there's gonna be a lot of them. Jazz recording sessions. Orchestral recording sessions. Damn, they got a lot of credits with this game. I figured they would. I figured they had 8 million people working on this game. They were recorded at Abbey Road Studios in London. Wow. Elsa songs. Jesus. God, there's gonna be a lot of these, huh? Eager Beaver. Hey, Baba Reba. We got a Thelonious Monk song. Cootie Williams. Oh, they had Montega in here? I learned about that song. I know a lot of these people because I took a history of jazz course in college last semester, so. 1 O'Clock Jump by Count Basie, I learned about that song. A Slick Chick on the Mellow. Selfless. A lot of songs in this game. Alright, that's it. Well, it's almost the end. After we get through like 900 copyrights and disclaimers, so we don't get sued. Jesus. Oh God, special thanks. Our wives, husbands, girlfriends, boyfriends, and partners. Holy shit. That's it. Oh, one last flashback.
How about this for a headline? Guess which former 6th Marine hero has been promoted in the LAPD?
No idea.
Well, it could be anybody. You give up?
Tell us or hand over the fucking paper.
The Shadow, boys. Our very own Silver Star winning son of a bitch.
Phelps, he didn't die, Jack.
He did just fine, and that's all we're going to say about it, right? The one and only. Look at this picture. Golden boy getting his badge. Wife and kids in tow and looking awful humble in the process.
Well, he's
That phony bastard.
I wonder if they've been holding my job for me after all this time.
What job was that?
Mechanic.
Haven't you seen all the war bond movies, Sarge? All the best mechanics is women. You're gonna have to work as gigolo from here on in.
Also bus driver instead of boots.
Oh,
No pictures in the papers or medals from me, though.
Can't believe I just went through Petaloo and Okinawa just to go back to being a washing machine mechanic.
How is it that jerks like Phelps get it all?
It doesn't have to be that way, guys.
What are you talking about? It's always going to be that
oh,
way.
here we
Do you
go.
have any idea what you guys are sitting on?
Yeah, a ship full of Army surplus.
You're sitting on surplus morphine. 2 tons of it.
Here was the
Can
robbery.
you imagine what that's worth on the streets? Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
You're shitting me.
I'm not.
You're talking about stealing it?
Keep your voice down. Do you want to have us all thrown in the brig?
God damn it, Sheldon. You want to go into the dope business?
No. I want to be in the peace dividend business.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means I want the guys who fought for a better future to get some share of it. You interested, Jack?
Come on, Top. We can all get out from under.
Oh, it's the chance of our lives.
It's everyone or no one, boys.
I'm not having a bar of it, Courtney. You may be the bravest person I have ever met, but I swear to God, trouble follows you around like a pet fucking dog. I thought you wanted to try for medical school.
So what do you want, Jack? What's the future got in store for you?
You guys were all heroes in the war. Every single one of you. Even if your next door neighbor or your wife never know it and don't give a rat's ass. Fuck belts and medals and citations and parades. Fuck the public who are bored with returning GIs. I have nothing but respect for what you guys and the rest of the Sixth have done. You go through with this, and you'll be nothing.
So he was upstanding from the get-go. So Jack was the best one out of all of them when it ended. He was the most straight up guy there was in this whole game, really. Never wanted anything to do with it. They're gonna put us back in the game now. We probably get to replay cases as Jack or something, or just replay them. That's it. Back to the start. Yep, back to the start. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for LA Noire. I will be back with supplemental videos once the PlayStation Store comes back and I can play the exclusive DLC I got. Let me just remind you what that is real quick before we sign off, so you'll know it's on the way. If you remember from my unboxing, I got this, you can't really see it, it's black, but this is the envelope that has those film negatives in it. For the Badge Pursuit Challenge, and I got that, the Badge Pursuit Challenge, and the Naked City. That's one DLC, and the other one here is called the Console's Car Traffic Case, which I'm holding up and you can't see, but this is the one for getting it exclusively for PS3, and the Naked City and Badge Pursuit was a pre-order bonus from GameStop. So once the store comes back and I can redeem that, I will be playing those two because I'm interested, and that's going to do it. So thanks for going on this long ride with me, and be sure to check out my game review of the game if you're interested in that too, coming your way. So alright, that's it for LA Noire, and I'll see you guys later in the year with more great gameplay footage.